When I say the words pole dancing to you, what's the very first thing that you think of? What's the very first image that pops into your mind? Go on, create the visual, sit with it for a moment. I'll wait. Did you envision a strip club, perhaps? Dimly lit clubs with airborne dollar bills, women gyrating on chrome poles with their legs spread wide, men, and maybe some other women, looking on with hunger in their eyes, a lightness in their pockets. Did you think of the Olympics? Brightly lit training facilities full of equipment, more at home in a gymnastics gym. Muscle bound athletes sweating as chalk dust fills the air. Coaches, trainers, and parents watching expectantly as their athlete lands the next tricky trick pass. Maybe you thought of J-Lo. The Super Bowl seems like a long time ago, but she performed a salacious, although fully clothed and much talked about pole dance as part of her halftime set. At one point, she was ringed by pole dancers performing much more intense stunts in much less clothing. Did you always think of a woman? Or did some of you think of a man? Did gender factor into your vision of pole dancing at all? Or did you just see bodies in space, shapes and color, music pulsating to an unseen, but very much felt beat? Were those bodies in space always the same size? Small and athletic, diminutive in height like a gymnast, or tall and lithe like an Amazon? Did your vision have curves and swerves, edges, or maybe some more abrupt angles? Was your vision in vivid, full color of pole dancers representing all hues of the rainbow, or did your dancers only come in one shade? Yours, perhaps? What about the texture of their hair, or the accent in which they spoke? Or were they all mute? Did your image of pole dancers showcase youthful bodies frolicking gaily, or were there wrinkles in your vision too? Could your pole dancer be of any age, perhaps even in utero, effortlessly flipping and diving as their mother spins and whirls in the outside world? Is pole dancing only sexy to you, conjuring up smells of sweaty sheets, too much body spray and hair gel mixed with stale perfume? Or did you think that it could be silly, comedic, worthy of a chuckle, a guffaw, or even a deep, deep belly laugh? What if I told you that pole dancing could be all of those things to all of those people? What if I told you that pole dancing was more than a club, more than a sport, more than a hobby or an action? What if I told you there were no limits to what pole dancing could be? Pole dancing can be political. It can be a place to make a statement, to educate, inform, inspire, to act. It can be artistic, dramatic, full of suspense, and it can also be creepy and uncomfortable. It can make you think or give you a break from thinking. Pole dancing can be for everyone, regardless of ability level, regardless of size, gender, age, background, ethnicity, political affiliation, location, intention, or even the presence of a predetermined set of limbs or lack thereof. Pole dancing is something that can be done as a family, in whole or in part, as an activity that creates fitness, inspires art, rivaling ballet with more action than football and less concussions. It can create an attitude of discipline and respect, all wrapped in sparkling spandex. Pole dancing can also be done to create a family, building a community of like-minded individuals uniting over a slim chrome tube, sweating and toiling under the same lights, or lack thereof, searching and finding a tribe where one did not exist before. Pole dancing can also simply be a great workout, or maybe a mediocre one. Something done before brunch on a Sunday, something slightly better than a treadmill, where the body is used and stretched beyond prior limits to create nothing more meaningful than the loss of a few hard-earned calories. Pole can also be about business, supporting solopreneurs, small businesses, freelancers, gig workers, side hustlers, all trying to answer a need, support a habit, and maybe grow a nest egg, finding an unlikely gaggle of people through the capitalist pursuit forever of more and better. Mostly, though, pole dancing is about people. Sure, you need a pole, it's in the name after all, but then you need someone to add the dancing, arouse the movement, titillate the senses, engage the spirit. Pole dancing, pole dancing is simply nothing without the people. And however young, old, big, small, light, dark, funny, dramatic, just for fun, or strictly business you are, however you do pole dancing is perfect, just the way that you do it or don't do it. Touch the pole, flip around the pole, slink beneath the pole. It's all perfect. And if you're still thinking about those strippers, well, you're not wrong. The energy of pole dancing will always be centered around clothes or the lack thereof. It will always be associated with sex work, even when it officially gets added into the Olympic Games. So now when I say pole dancing, what's the first thing that you think of? Do you imagine yourself trying it for the first time, launching yourself into the air with barely a stitch on? Well, maybe you should. There is no time like the present. Come on and join the dance.